You have to learn to change your fire to light, yo. Yo, yo, we just have love, no wrong or right, yo, no wrong or right, yo. Yes, we can come together in the sandbox, oh. Yes, we can make new friends in the sandbox, oh. Leave all the problem then, and mind what you say. Brethren, build your journey, and go on your own way. This is a chill place, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to worry, no, no, no. This is your own base, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to scurry, oh. We say, hey, hey. We are gonna make this crew unite tonight. We say, yo, yo. Inside we'll get your head on right. For me in a bad mind. Me not have no space or time to fight, yo. Me just act up, no wrong or right, yo. No wrong or right, yo. Come on, come on. Oh, come together. We need some peace. Oh, just to enter. No time to waste. Right to center. Be positive. Oh, you know it's better. Yes, we can come together in the sandbox. Oh, yes, we can make.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Sandbox stream with me, your host Panda Pops, and I am joined by a fantastic guest who you have seen here many times, the one, the only, Content! Woo!
Hello everyone. Been ages, feels like ages since we've done an AMA theme reveal, so good to be back. Thanks Panda for the introduction. As usual, we're gonna review the rules, some news too, pretty exciting, I hope so, and go over all of this in this AMA. And of course, if you have any question, feel free to ask them now in the chat during the AMA. We'll come back to them at the end, and hopefully we can have all the answers.
Yes.
Thanks for joining.
Oh, sorry, I was about to just say, and I also, for those that haven't registered for the Game Jam yet, I will be linking the Game Jam registration form throughout this amazing presentation.
Yeah, you still have a week to register, but since you're here, don't hesitate to do so now. All right, so maybe we can start. As usual, we have the key dates. I know that communication was a bit different this time, so you might not have seen those dates already. So here they are. As usual, it's just 3 weeks game jam. You can walk starting today until December 3rd. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have a live workshop featuring Cyber Dragon. Some cool stuff there too. As usual, my best advice for any contestant is to go to those workshops. You'll learn definitely most useful things, and it'd be great to, if you have any question, to talk with the Cyber Dragon. Next, you're gonna see the rewards, the prize pool. As you see it, I don't know if you,
Yeah, we've moved.
Yeah. So it's pretty standard for those who've been there for a few game jams or more. We got a 50,000 Sand prize pool with Catalyst packs. Pretty standard, but some news, and I hope you're gonna be excited for this one. Is on the next slide. We added some more rewards and some new stuff. So season slots. So I'm gonna take a bit more time on this thing because it's new. Pretty excited about this. We've been working on that for some time now. Basically, the main thing to know is that we're gonna handpick up to 10 experiences to feature in the next alpha season. It's pretty huge. Honestly, it's been something I've been pushing for some time now to have more game jam participating in seasons. You might have seen that in the past season. We had a few ones, some good ones in season I think 4 and 6, but still pretty low in terms of like in the total content compared to other experiences. So I'm pretty happy that we can push more this time, especially regarding that the fact that we have extremely good experiences uh, in the game jam. So it's pretty cool to see that it's going to have more reach, more people are going to play them. So if you participate and that you're picked, you can be part of the season, which is I think a really good news. And I hope you're excited for that, to see your work played by all our community. In addition to that, because it's not the end of it, if you participate to this, you're handpicked for the season, you're gonna have 10,000 Sen more as a reward. So it's not like the prize pool. The prize pool is like an automatic reward that you get regarding your ranking. Here, if you're selected for the season, there's gonna be a contract signed, of course, because it's over like a few, let's say, a few weeks to get your game ready for the season and to support your game during the season. But pretty straightforward. Uh, and you get a chance to get 10,000 Sen, which is pretty huge, and it's on top of the rewards you can get from the prize pool. So, for instance, if you're in the top 10, or even if you win the game jam as a top scorer, you can win up to 20,000 Sen, which is pretty huge. On top of course, the top in the alpha season, and you get 1x1 land to publish your game, and your game will be live in the season on this land. So I hope you predicted that makes the reward pool go up to in total 150,000 Sen, which is I think I don't think we made more in the past, I'd say 2-3 years. So it's pretty huge. And yeah, also having the slots in the season, pretty cool thing. So I hope I see a lot of them picked and in the season. Now regarding the theme. So the theme basically is future technologies. It's a pretty broad theme. Free gameplay. It must be single player. Mostly because I think for those who creating with the game maker, you might be aware of this, but we had a few problems with multiplayer experiences during the season, so we cannot keep single player for this time. That's being worked on, but for now we'll keep single player. And you just need to include any, innovative technology in your experience. Could be an existing one. We're talking about robots, AI, classic thing, but also things that are not existing. Purely creative could be something like completely absurd, completely new. So don't hesitate to put that kind of stuff in your experiences. But yeah, it's pretty broad, pretty free gameplay. Don't hesitate to use also templates. You must know them now, but as usual, tower defense, resource management, survival. I think there's a new RPG templates that have been released in the past week. So don't hesitate to use this one too. Anything you want to do in terms of gameplay, you can.
Next slide.
Yes, thanks. As usual, it's a reminder. Um, don't make any modification before December 18th. Why we do that? It's because there is a rule that says that you cannot modify your experience till the submission deadline, and if you do, you can be excluded from the game jam. So don't make any modification before we end the voting period. It includes saving changing in the game maker, but also publishing the games. The best way to avoid this issue is to make a copy of your experience. So you can submit your experience, and before you do that, you just make a copy. And then you can rework the copy, you can publish the copy, no problem, as long as you don't touch the first one that you keep like this in the GM for the voting to be done. Also, something maybe I didn't mention, but so we're still gonna have an external jury for the ranking as we had for the past. I don't know, maybe 10 Game Jam 20. But the experience for the season will be handpicked by the Sandbox team. So a kind of two process of selection there.
I'm muted. Yeah, I've just realised I'm muted.
Oh,
Not to you, to everyone else.
okay.
Yeah, so what I was saying was that it's not necessarily you need to place in first place to be selected for the season, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. If you are like in the top 10 won't necessarily be the 10 that's gonna be picked for the season, although there's a good chance that most of them will be coming from the top 10. It can happen, for instance, that what's gonna happen is that we're gonna announce the top ranking as we usually do during the live award ceremony, and there's gonna be a post to announce the winners. In the meantime, the Sandbox team is gonna review the experience they want to select for the alpha season, and they're gonna contact one by one the creators, because we know you need to sign a contract, that kind of stuff. So maybe someone who don't want to, if you're top 3 but you don't want to be part of the season, then you won't be the one having it. Yeah, but I think honestly, maybe 80-90% of the top 10 is gonna be. I mean, this good chance is gonna be selected. If you want to make sure you're not, you know, passing this opportunity, there's some additional criteria that I'm giving. I think it's gonna be in the article, and I think I'm gonna put them in the Gitbook too. To that we're gonna look as the Sandbox team to select those experience for the season. For instance, it's regarding the length of the experience, but it's like we need like an experience that's like between, I don't know, 10 and 30 minutes, something like this, regarding the theme. But the theme is the theme of Game Jam, so no problem for this. There's a few criteria like this that we're gonna look after. But globally, yeah, I think if you're in the top 10, you got a good chance to be contacted for the season, but not necessarily.
Excellent. So, next slide.
Yeah, so this time we're gonna use, as usual, the latest version, GM 0.12.8. Do not update as usual. I don't think there's gonna be any, at least major updates during the game jam, so we shouldn't have any issue regarding any potential GM update. But just going forward, yeah, stick to this one, so you should not having to have any problem. And that's pretty much it. I hope this answers most of your questions. Hope it clarifies things that were not maybe in the article. Now don't hesitate if you have any question regarding the new prizes, the selection for the season slot, or anything else.
Excellent. Right, I did see one question. So we'll do that one. But for anybody else who has any questions regarding this game jam, future game jams, anything that you would like to know, anything that you feel like, you know, maybe you missed the start of it and you want us to just quickly roll back, let us know in the chat. But let's go for these questions. So CD Gas says, as with previous game jams, is there a prize for participation? Because they couldn't find information about this in the article.
For now, I don't think any participation prize. So usually we had in the past participation prize like 100 sand if you submitted and if you respected the rules. So if you there was like some basic rules for a submission to be eligible for the participation prize. It hasn't been announced, so for now I don't think it's in the prizes.
Okay, so currently no participation prize with this particular one, but I mean, we'll see about the future, but for right now, there's no participation. And then Chunky Sandy, great friggin' name. With the Game Jam prize and the 10K Alpha Season prize, will these be given at the same time?
Okay, so I'm gonna detail a bit more on this. So there's two different prizes, as you have said. So first the prize pool, which is as usual to the results. We'll try to make it as fast as possible. Usually we can have up to 3 weeks. I know 3 weeks is pretty long to get the results. The rewards. We'll try to make it faster, but sometimes we can't control everything. But yeah, we'll try to make it fast as possible. Now regarding the season, so the 10K SEN, if you're selected for the season, how it's going to be exactly is that you're going to be contacted personally by our team if you're selected to sign a contract. So the contract will be made of 2 milestones. To verify this, but I think it's divided like you get maybe 30-40% of the 10,000 cent when you sign the contract. So when you get to sign the contract, you got them. And the rest when your experience passed the QA test before the season. So basically, when you get selected for the season, we're gonna need you to polish your experience so it fits the season. So it hasn't it not necessarily much. It's just like get rid of the remaining bugs. There's a few technical thing that you need to do to be in the season, but it doesn't have to be much. And then we got a QA team who's gonna review the game and check for any remaining bugs, and we just ask you to get rid of them. So that's how you're gonna get your reward. So 30-40% when you sign the contract. So that could be pretty soon after you're contacted. And the rest when the experience is ready for has passed the QA test before the season. That's how it's gonna work. So it can take I guess a few weeks to get the rest of the payment.
Yeah, I think it's important to know, especially because game jams and VoxEdit contests are very similar in terms of how the distributions for rewards go out. For just like obviously, there's no additional stuff that we're having for now that these game jams are going into. Some are being selected to go into a season. So look at that prize as separate. But in terms of the initial your placement prize for where you came in it. Generally, we state please allow up to 3 weeks from the first working week after result announcements. Results usually happen on a Saturday, so please allow from the Monday 3 weeks after that for prizes to be distributed. That's roughly how it is in terms of the sand prizes. Things like Catalyst and Land may take longer. And Corrington is always in the Discord to sort of let you know, like, hey, they're being distributed and what the timelines are looking like. If there is a delay or anything like that, that will always be communicated. But generally speaking, allow up to 3 weeks for those prizes to be distributed after the results have been announced. Romeo Raven asks, they missed the dates. I have made the slide go back to the dates when I saw that question. So dates, theme reveal today, live workshop with Cyber Dragon, who's in the chat, is tomorrow. Registration closes on November 18th. And we have been posting the registration link, so please do register. Submission deadline is December 3rd, and then the live awards with Alex Flores will be on December 20th. Any other questions? We do have a question for isn't Game Jam related, which is when will the Sandbox be available on mobile or tablet? We currently don't have dates for that as of right now to communicate. And I don't see any more questions. Oh, we have one from Ardox who said AI plus bots, right, in terms of the theme.
While that will be fitting, of course, as said, it's pretty broad again, them being future technology. So it can be something existing as AI, as bots, anything like that. But don't hesitate to also think of something that don't exist right now. Something can be a bit absurd or a bit, fun to think of. Something that maybe we won't find useful in real life, but could be fun in games. That could totally fit in the theme too. So it's pretty broad actually, but I think it's fine. So don't hesitate, to divert completely, from robot or AI, even if something that will fit, indeed.
And Chunky San says, can we already start building after the AMA? I'm glad they added after the AMA. They need to stay here until it finishes.
Yeah, please stay a little bit more. You can start right now if you want. I saw a question regarding, but I think I already kind of so that asking with the sand price going to be distributed before Christmas. Honestly, it's gonna be a bit tough since I think the live award ceremony is on December 20, so that will let us like a bit less than 5 days. I'll try, I think, to have the prizes, at least the prize pool, distributed as soon as possible. Hopefully, it's going well and you get it before Christmas. I'll try to. As Panda say, we usually ask you to give us 3 weeks because sometimes, so that basically the finance team was doing the rewards, sending the rewards, so sometimes they're doing it in batches and they have some timeline to respect. So I can't control everything there, but yeah, I'll try to make it as soon as possible. Yeah, thanks. I'll try to do that.
Yes, but it can't be guaranteed. Like it's not like Quarantine is there distributing it themselves.
If it were only me, I would say yeah, no problem. But it's not only me, so I'll process. But yeah, on my side, I'll try to do my side pretty quick.
Obviously, a great Christmas gift for those winners.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
Last year, Trier wanted us to show the theme again, so we've got the theme up here. Real simple, free gameplay. It has to be single player though. And you went into detail about why it had to be single player. Do you want to quickly touch on it again?
We had some issue with the multiplayer experiences in the last season, so for now it's just to make it simple for everybody. Since we want to pick experiences that could be in the future season, if you make experiences in multiplayer and then we still have problem with that, then it might impact the fact that you're in the season, and we don't want that. So make it simple. I said we stick with single player for this one. So we should add any experience that is great and can be selected for the season.
Yeah, I would say as well, as much as I love social hubs and some multiplayer experiences, I do think the Game Maker is a lot more optimized for single player experiences, and to having Game Jam Game Jam entries being selected to go into a season, having them as optimized as possible just makes so much sense.
Yeah, and even if we had great multiplayer experiences in the game jam before, but it will be just frustrating to have a great multiplayer experience that we can't put in this season because we have issues like for instance the matchmaking or something like this. So make it easy. Yeah, stick with single player so we're sure we don't have frustration.
Yeah, and for those that haven't picked up on the fact that we've mentioned these will go into a season multiple times now, there will be another season, guys. Another season coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a tiny bean, but not really a bean. I think that's it. I don't think we've got any other questions. No, Romeo Raven, there will not be an Alpha Season 7 on Christmas. Do you want the team to cry? That would not. Also, could you? We wouldn't have time to get the Game Jam winners' experiences like QA'd and signed contracts and then put into a season by then. There won't be. I feel like I can confidently say there will not be a season on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in letting you guys know that isn't happening. I don't see any more questions. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly show the dates again, the key dates, because they're really important. I have linked the Game Jam submission form, registration form, not submission form, sorry, registration. Not on your birthday, Panda. My birthday isn't Christmas Day, it's Boxing Day. It's the day after Christmas. But yeah, not on my birthday. The day of rest. But yeah, that's I think we've got everything.
All right. Then maybe see you tomorrow for the workshop, Cyber Dragon. Plenty of cool stuff there. If you have any question, Discord, I'm always happy to answer any question. And yeah, good luck with this game jam. I hope you came up with great experiences and can't wait to play them as usual.
And I guess we can say something like ready, set, go build on Game Maker now. You can go do that right now.
You can go build on Game Maker. Now you can leave.
Excellent. Thank you ever so much for being here, as always, to do these Game Jam theme reveals. And I can't wait to see what people create.
Thanks, everyone.